Hi everyone, it's Rax, and welcome to another Challenge Rift guide. This person was on their way to building the Brain Dead build, which is the build that I've been playing literally the entire season. The problem is they're missing pretty much everything. They don't have the full shadow set, they don't have the Carly's point, they don't have the strafe power. So pretty much nothing here works, but this build that they made is decently strong enough anyway where you can just throw impales and win. So at the beginning, activate your shadow power. You'll notice when you don't press it, you don't have a golden border around it, but when you press it, boom, golden border. Press it one time and leave it the whole run. You can mash your vengeance and your smoke screen all the time to get those going, so just 1 and 2 all the time. Bola, you're going to need to regenerate your hatred. So you can throw a bola and then throw an impale, then throw a bola and throw an impale. Make sure you're weaving in some bolas, otherwise you are just not going to have any hatred. And impale is what's going to kill everything. Do not use strafe. Don't use strafe, because if you use strafe, you're going to drain all your hatred, and strafe doesn't do any damage. Okay, this is a bad example. It looks like it's doing damage, but trust me, it doesn't do any damage. Just use impale. Okay? Impale and bola, mash your vengeance and your smoke screen, and activate shadow power 1 time. And just kill stuff with impale and you'll be just fine. Let me take you into the rank 1 clear that I currently have and I'll show you the path. All right, everyone, let's get this challenge rift down. At the start, go ahead and activate your shadow power. You only have to press it once and it will be active the entire time. And the way that you'll know that it's active is it will have that golden border around it. If you've got the golden border, you're good. And if you don't, press it 1 time and then you're good. And then what you're going to do is you're going to mash your vengeance and your smoke screen all the time. And then you're going to throw impales to kill the monsters. You're going to weave in some bolas to keep your hatred up. And you're never going to use strafe. Because if you use strafe, it's going to drain your hatred and then you can't throw any impales and then you're going to be sad. So one thing that you notice there for that big stretch of time is I only threw impales. And I never threw bolas in the beginning. The reason why is in the very beginning of the first map, there's a channeling pylon. When you have the channeling pylon, impale is free to cast, so you can just throw the impales till the cows come home. But now that you see me on the second map, you see me rotating between bola and impale and being much more intelligent about it, right? So make sure when you get past the channeling pylon portion, that you're weaving in some bolas, otherwise you're just going to be out of hatred all the time. This is why we don't use strafe. We don't have time to spend hatred on strafe. Now I can't fault this person too much, because what they were trying to do is they were trying to put together the endgame Brain Dead build, which is a godly build, which uses strafe. It uses something very similar to what they have put on here. But there is a valuable lesson to learn here because the strafe does absolutely nothing for you until you have strafe's sanctified power. So in the meantime, it would be way better to take something like preparation to build your hatred, so that way you can throw more impales, or taking a companion or something. But hatred in this current setup does nothing for us. So that's just some encouragement, when you're building toward an endgame build, definitely see if there is a better way that you can play the class along the way as you're building it up. Well, that was easy. Well, here's the boss. And again, I'm throwing bolas while I'm waiting for him to spawn. And then just keep weaving in the bolas and the impales. And all we have to say to Arathon is sayonara. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I make these guides every week. So come on back next week and I'll have it ready for you. Thank you.